With Mr. Popularity. Kay cookie mata daw.
Kay niya.
Kay cookie lang daw.
Kay niya.
Ano yan? Ano kisukat tao?
Ito naman mo.
Ay po.
Kanano?
Impan na lay ba ni nako?
Ay, how to cookie kay pamge?
Tado oy ba ni?
Nama ma thugi thada ura thamo yare thada cookie chama ne.
Mama tu hay ganu ne.
Thank you.
Cookie haiba heise anywhere leiba mafam khuding matdi problem amaga adum le cookie haibadi yamna kaino manipur khatang natana moina hojik toriba asam da toriba se ei spaina thamjage thado haiba furup se manipur oiro assam oiro aduga mizoram oiro sigi state ahum sida recognized tribe ama oina distinctively cookie mahada cookie manungda amta thamdabida moise masagi tribe amani haina recognize tawjawni assam da thado se hills tribe ne maroina autonomous district ani kaino da karbyang longa dima hasau si ncl sana hairamba si ani sidane approximately akoi thado gi population se assam da segi district ani sida 20,000 something ne yamde whereas manipur da di 2,16,000 ne 2011 census ki matungina sigi thado ga cookie gi khatna base or cookie versus thado khatna base roots high tare sigi root can be traced back to 1992 never so 1992 da karbi anglong da diphu da akoi thado gi radio program se manipur da gi su oiro atei tei oiso radio da di pura thado ngak newa masa gi pon dei jabani na toba matam sida manipur da gi lalhoba sing chatlaga cookie haida ba yaroi haina irang achauba ama thola e hojikti overshadow tore manipur gi cookie ga naga gi irang gi matam duda now hatak ki manipur gi irang lakhro matung sida and since then thado se moina namsil aga leyaba thado se matam duda yamna lingkraba chawkraba social cultural identity oina leirambado militancy lakpadagi maram oiduna cookie gi ideology sina thado gi socio cultural existence a threat piduna lak maneba adumai to the same applies to manipur neba maram di cookie haibo di taseng di na taseng di ideology ama manipur thugai ge khanba assam thugai ge khanba laloba sem ra aga dugi cookie gi mingdu season aduna mi khara vested interest kambu duna mogi sigi insurgency ga mari leina na season aduna leiraba vested interest kambu khara na mogi personal well creation gi damakta sem khi ba ideology amane taseng na di naga gum ga dobe gi type da distinct identity ka namata na di cookie haibadi ei cookie ne haijade ba taseng na di whereas nagabadi na manung chanbada leiriba tribe mayam na di ei di nagani haina moina di embrace fazana to ki yeba whereas thado gi manung sida cookie gi ideology sina namsal lakpanina akoi gi kai haisera thado has been overrun by cookie militancy and cookie ideology adu gi maram uduna manipura yamna kwaidagi yamjarba thado gi population pause threat da lakhra baneba so handaki thado inpi assam thado community international ga thado student association na manipur da su hun haibadi festival ama it signifies time and season amani yamna relevant oiba thado gi damakta amani assam da su amuka culture resurgence of thado tribe ama indigenous tribe ama oiba digi maram oiduna maujadar haina koi gi thado maujadar haina 1881 dagi dima hasau da hunse tara tare 18 village se adugi maujadar gi makha da hojik ki oina hai tare revenue tax collector gumba institution ama British palingai dagi Assam da dum leikraba pot ne hojik phau chatnari ba so akhoi gi thado gi tarba mafam gi khun duda harangazau adwai gi duda ne ba harangazau block duda ne ba di ma saw manung chanbada so moina su Manipur da oiro Assam da oiro akhoi cultural revivalism ama tose haina resurgence of thado tribe ma oina na ba gi damakta hun festival ahan ba gi Assam state level gi festival pangthok tuna akhoi Manipur da gi oiro elsewhere around the world sida chatpa ya ba mising tang mari da ne Imphal di Manipur di tang taret da ne ba so hun is celebrated for 7 days ne April that 1 digina that 7 manung sida adum celebrate to go do ni na moina that 4 se chauna pangthok ning bagi Guwahati da security point of view logistic point of view da Guwahati da to se haina ne ba so in that case kaisu mari leina da ba kuki na thado bu moi gi property gi type do na kuki in pi Assam haina moina dictate ama issue to jara aduga lalhoba na yamna kasu yamba su nataba surrender oikraba moina su ne hajilla aga ahum haitare nahange khoi thado student organization association haitare block or atei sing expand to get over matam so dum thingaga lae anoba na chade smaina kuki supremacists ga kuki naharon sing na thado da threat tv rak pase Manipur khatang na de elsewhere city huding magdasune Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad or elsewhere around the globe da thado na yakoi tonga na purup sing get to matam da kuki na smaina disturbance pv rak pase han ban na chade mogi mathau su na chade but that reflects the distinctive division between thado and kuki hai base phajana utle adu it shows to the whole world prithvi khuding maktadi utpangami se thado ga kuki se mari leina de hai base adu mayek seng na kaino utlaga le so nakhoi Manipur gi context hai tar adi phajana yenga tar adi kuki sing na moi gi supremacist ideology se yengo mapandagi sigi amadi thokre ba it reveals that the cookies are elsewhere around the moina pallido phajana yengo ba Manipur da national war ama chathama bane cookie ga meitei sida sigi national war manung sida kari amata akoi toba yaroi hai bene ba taseng nadi sigi national war hai base cookie gi national war against meitei hai base kari ra akoi thado ga mari leina de aduga sigi festival da su cookie already yaur anu yauro roi ba whereas thado sing de dum laga dum yaw gi gani ba yam ba yam tonga le ba so the distinction is very clear so gi matang sida mari leina na Manipur gi context ga taseng na di kuki hai ba se khoi thado gi perspective point of view di leite kuki hai ba se ethnic group sunna chade identity su oide moi se ideology ga organization after organization endless countless organization gi mingne proxy da sajin na ba ideology ama push to ningai gi Manipur thugai na ba atopa to ningai gi parsu to na ba gi ming ama oina sisin na ba gi wan ni ta seng na di moi se socio cultural identity leite hai ba se Manipur mat praja mayam na fajana ma ek seng na khangba mathau tai na di Manipur di multi ethnic society oibanina mini India gumba gadoba pot amasu oi adu khangba pot ngaltani
yes
adubu si thugai ningba anti Manipur element se laitaba na teba andaki kuki na ahan ban na chadeba
yes
mamang digi su adum exist oirag adum lakpane ba
yes exactly
aduga yamna kudung thiba haibase violence means sizinaduna mob dagi communal violence dagi mob violence dagi instigate toduna masagi kaino ama political aspiration ama gumba bagi damakta mayam sing se mislead tawraga lawmaker ni hai hiwa or a Manipur Legislative Assembly da mihut amani adugi constituency gi amani hai hiba mayam sing do masa gi political aspirations mayam do push toba matam sida leiriba government gi administrative decision mayam sizin na duna or civil societies mayam sizin na duna tora kan sida yamna multi ethnic society dagi di mob violence dagi yamna sensitive oiriba communal violence tarak padigi maram oiduna communal tarak kan sida it escalated to numay hai tarak armed conflict pau yokhilak pagi maram oiduna government na su hekta thingba ngamdaba pot amadu yaukhibane ba sigi pot amase ahanbada thamjaninge sigi marak sida as a multi ethnic society ma oina masa masagi political aspirations thugaina nabagi damakta yam yawi Manipur se kamaina sim ino Manipur present boundary se 22,000 square kilometers se kamaina kamdona tarak pano adugi Indian independence mamang da kamaina to badage ching se kamain le badage tam se kamain le badage karino hai base fazana khot pa nei na ba matam sida if you look back to the history of Manipur Manipur se kai ba ya ba phibam se ekhoi thadu nadi itha thaja de ba ta seng nadi so oiroi do ba kanaroi do ba po tu da changoi gum se yes if you pursue karigumba thado na pursue to der ba so tok pa purup na pursue to ra ba ta ra ba su violence means the to bira kanu non violence means the democratic means the to wu noi gi political aspirations mayam do aduga kesu khang de ba micham praja da innocent lives irrespective of all community ne handak da impact to is naga su si ko pangan su si ko thado su si ko loi chi meitei su si ba it's not only between Kuki and Meitei alone siri ba so ba mayam sing se loi na mag ne ba it affect all the communities nearby. So akoina yengdo pose sigi multi ethnic dynamics se akoina respective mathau taiba so in order to further kaino haisera akoi thado nadi Manipuri is a home for thado people like na khanjai ba wherever thado leiri ba tari ba mafam khuding mak se thado gilam ne hain akoi lojab ne ba ta sing nadi wherever in Manipur Ukrul oigedra Tamenglong oigedra wherever Imphal oigedra thado na tari ba mafam kun whatsoever the case it may be se thado gi lamni ai ne khoi na Manipur gi manung Manipur state se thado gi lamni ai ne khoi na di pride lo ra ga le jaba pot ne ba so si restore to se hai tar adi hojik di khoi thado gi side of view di to solve the present crisis community understanding na tana atopa ilei leite community understanding is not only between Tadu and Meitei it should be between Meitei and Pangal and it should be between Tadu and Pangal and Tadu and Zomi and Tadu and Mar loina mag ne ba se mutual coexistence lagna na ba gi damak sida peaceful coexistence ki damak ta community understanding sima thau tai adu tai di kana lead to go do po no so masa masagi group sing or mi sing se lead to go do ba organization sing se thok pa ma thau tai so for Tadu who are not cookies and who are for peaceful coexistence akoi Tadu in pi Manipur lejai Tadu student lejai se irang lak tangai mamang da hai bne irang manung da su hai je irang loira kan su dum hai gni so in order to bring this akoi na justice su ni bi ba ma thau tai kamai na justice no legal Indian way of judicial system of justice hai bi hatang kuina changani whereas Bible perspective ga Christian way ga traditional way di understanding to compromise ne aduga sokhibaga misidentification of Tadu tribe as Kuki oina tobatara di hoina understanding compromise ana tonara de this justice amani ane lojai so the most important thing is Kuki nataba Tadu oiba singa Meitei or any other group sing se understanding lakpa matam sida akoi peaceful lakani aduga Manipur integrity to protect to bagam gani hai be se akoi thajai last point da adu kamai na to lakpa ge hai tara di to further adu matung da su we have to identify a common goal as a Manipur macha ma oina common goal sida karino hai ba se akoi phuruk khuding mak na identify to ba matam sida adu common goal da akoi chapmin na ba tar adi then only chigumba ethnic violence or conflict gumba se tungna kai hai sera thokdana na magi damak ta akoi control to ba ngam se ai thamjage
historic and landmark meeting of the Tadu in Manipur and Meitei Alliance is the long aspiration and dream of the Tadu people of Manipur. We have been enduring enough for the last 22 months we have been caught in middle, caught in between the Kukis and the Meiteis. The violence have impacted the Thados a lot, but we are not in the position to explain ourselves that we are not Kuki and we have been caught in the middle. The Kukis have targeted us, and the Meitei's side have also affected us. So we need a platform where we have to stand up ourselves and assert our distinct identity that Thado is not Kuki. I am thankful to all the members of the Meitei Alliance, amongst all the Meitei civil societies group, basically more of the outside Manipur Meiteis, a diaspora group, for facilitating this dialogue and coming up with a very big understanding between the Meitei Alliance and the Tadu and Meitei Manipur. Today, Manipur has been facing a lot of communal crisis and instability in the region in the last few decades. And in all these conflicts, the so-called Kuki has been always there. And at one point of time, many of the Thado individuals also feels themselves that they are a part of the Kuki, so-called Kuki group or Kuki ideology. Out of ignorance or our lack of awareness, they have been a part of the conflict. So in the 1992 Manipur communal conflict between the Naga group and the so-called Kuki group, the non-Naga tribes like the Paite, the Mar, were not a part of the Kuki-Naga conflict. They were not impacted by the Kuki-Naga conflict in 1992. Basically, they are inhabiting in the southern district called Churachandpur district. And again, in 1997, during the Kuki-Zomi conflict, Kuki was there again. And who are these Kukis? Caught in the middle, right? The other Thado people are very, critical about us. If you are not Kuki, if you are not Kuki, go to Imphal, let's see. If you are not Kuki, why Meitei have to, harm you? That's what the other point. But that's not where we should end up. So the responsibility lies on the responsible Thado people like us, that we should be distinct. I'll give you one example. There is one ADGP, Law and Order, Mr. Kailun Lupeng. His surname is Lupeng. He is still holding law and order in Manipur, in midst of all this crisis. All Tribal Student Union president was Mr. Pautin Thang Lupeng. They have said the same surname. Why is still Kailun Lupeng still allowed to function in Manipur government? He is also Lupeng, the KSO president, All Tribal Student Union, who was a part of the tribal solidarity rally. The president of that time was a Lupeng. He can be, he was affected, and that other Lupeng officer can be, if he can be spared, it's about mistaken identity. That's very clear. So we want to make our Meitei brothers and sisters, this is the reason why the conflict has been messing up. So please understand us. Let us maintain our coexistence. This is the objective of Meitei Alliance and Tadu in P coming together. And we have a very clear roadmap, restoration roadmap, Ours is community understanding through indigenous ways. Yes, government part is a different thing because arms and armed groups are involved. That's a different thing that government will sensitize it. Apart from that, it's community understanding. It's the responsibility of the Tadu in P to sensitize those who believe in pseudo-nationalism of cookie country or cookie state demand, making the situation more volatile. So it's our responsibility. We'll do that. Thank you.